Estádio Nacional de Brasília Mané Garrincha, also known as Estádio Nacional Mané Garrincha, Estádio Nacional de Brasília, Arena Mané Garrincha, or simply Mané Garrincha, is a football stadium and multi-purpose arena located in Brasília, DF. The stadium is one of several structures that make up the Poliesportivo Ayrton Senna complex, which also includes the Nelson Gymnasium and Nelson Piquet International Autodrome, among others. Opened in 1974, the stadium had a total capacity of 45,200 people. After the reconstruction of 2010, 2013, the capacity was increased to 72,788 people, making it the second largest stadium in Brazil and one of the largest in South America. It was re-inaugurated on May 18, 2013 following renovations completed in preparation for the 2013 FIFA Confederations Cup and 2014 FIFA World Cup. The original architect was Icaro de Castro Melo. The project was completed at a cost of $900 million, against an original budget of $300 million, making the stadium the second most expensive football stadium in the world after England's Wembley Stadium. Estádio Nacional Mané Garrincha is owned by the Department of Sports, Physical Education and Recreation of Distrito Federal. The name is a homage to the football legend Mané Garrincha, who won the 1958 and 1962 World Cup with the Brazil national team. History. In 1974, the works on Estádio Mané Garrincha were completed. It was built when Garrincha was approximately 40 years old. The inaugural match was played on March 10 of that year, when Corinthians beat CEUB 2-1. The first goal of the stadium was scored by Corinthians' Vaguinho. On March 2, 1996, it hosted the last concert of the legendary Brazilian band Mamonas Assassinas. After it, the group suffered an airplane accident which left no survivors. The stadium's attendance record currently stands at 51,200, set on December 20, 1998, when Gama beat Londrina 3-0 at the 1998 Serie B final, which gave Gama its first national trophy and consequent promotion to Serie A in 1999. On December 8, 2007, the final of the first edition of the Copa do Brasil de Futebol Feminino, won by Mato Grosso do Sul, SAD, was hosted at Estádio Mané Garrincha. Brazil won the first game since the reopening of the stadium 3-0 against Japan on June 15, 2013, in the 2013 FIFA Confederations Cup. Chronology. 1970s. March 10, 1975. Official inauguration of the stadium named after Governor Helium Prates da Silveira, who attended with the first football game of stadium between the Corinthians and the CEUB, resulting in the favor of Corinthians with the score of 2-1. 1980s. Decade of 1980. The stadium Governor Helio Prates da Silveira is renamed to Mané Garrincha Stadium. June 18, 1988. The band Legião Urbana performs the first show of an artist on stadium, in what became to be known as one of the more troubled episodes in the career of the group. 2000s. July 18, 2007. The governor, José Roberto Arruda, announces that the reconstruction of the stadium should be begun in 2007 and completed in 2009. The intentions are that the new stadium would become the largest stadium in America and one of the largest in the world, with approximately 100,000 seats. The 18th of February 2009. Public hearing reveals new information about the reconstruction of the stadium, including the prediction of the beginning of works. July 2009. May 31, 2009. FIFA announces the 12 cities to host the 2014 World Cup. Brasilia appears in the list. 2010s. The 26th of February 2010. The bidding to reconstruct the stadium is cancelled by the Court of Auditors of the Federal District. The 5th of May 2010. Is started dismantling the main Garrincha Stadium to give space to its reconstruction. July 7, 2010. The consortium formed by builders Enrique Gutierrez and Track Engineering wins the bid to reform the stadium. May 15, 2011. After 2 unsuccessful attempts to demolish the still-standing the main Garrincha Stadium, consortium decided to continue with mechanical demolition. October 6, 2011, FIFA confirms Brasilia as host city of the opening of the Confederations Cup. August 28, 2012, with 72% of the work completed, main Garrincha concludes ring of pillars of the structure. October 29, 2012, the GDF, through the Secretariat of Social Communication of the Federal District, announces that the stadium is 81% completed. November 27, 2012, beside the new stages of Manaus, Curitiba and Natal, Brasilia is a candidate to receive games of state championships of Rio de Janeiro and São Paulo. December 11, 2012, with 84% of completed works. Stage continues in the process of installing the cover. January 7, 2013, finalized the process of lifting cables of coverage. Works reach 87% completion. March 26, 2013, the last module of the coverage of the stadium is installed. Works reach 94% completion. April 5, 2013, GDF discloses note reaffirming that the official name of the arena will not be changed to National Stadium of Brasilia because of a supposed requirement of FIFA. April 15, 2013, the inauguration of the stadium is postponed to the 18th of May because of delays in the installation of turf. The 18th of May 2013, with presence of President Dilma Rousseff, in addition to the Governor of Federal District Agnello Queiroz and several other national and local authorities. The stadium is officially reopened. In the afternoon there was the opening match for the championship final Brazilians Candangao, between Brasilia and Brazilians, which resulted in the victory of the Brazilians by 3-0. The 26th of May 2013. As the second and last event test before the 2013 FIFA Confederations Cup, the stadium received the opening match of the Brazilian Championship between Santos and Flamengo, which eventually resulted in a score of 0-0, but broke the record for the public stage and fundraising throughout the history of Brazil. June 15, 2013, the stadium received the opening of 2013 FIFA Confederations Cup, and the first game of the championship. Brazil 3 vs. 0 Japan. With goals of Neymar, Paulino and Joe, the game broke the stadium's attendance record for the public stage. More than 67,000 fans attended. June 15, 2014, the stadium received the first game at the headquarters Brasilia of 2014 FIFA World Cup as Switzerland defeated Ecuador 2-1. The game was headed for a draw until Haris Seferovic scored the latest game-winning goal in a group stage match in the tournament's history. June 19, 2014, Colombia defeated the Ivory Coast 2-1 and would qualify for its first knockout stage of a FIFA World Cup in 24 years. June 23, 2014, Brazil clinched Group A by defeating Cameroon 4-1. As Neymar scored twice in the match. 2016 Summer Olympic Games livery near Estádio Nacional Mané Garrincha, Brasilia is the venue for 10 men's and women's football competitions. June 26, 2014, Portugal defeated Ghana 2-1 in its group stage finale, with Cristiano Ronaldo scoring in the match to become the first Portuguese player to score at 3 consecutive World Cups. Unfortunately, the match was not enough to send Portugal into the knockout stages. The match was tied at 1-1, and had Ghana scored and won, Ghana would have advanced into the round of 16 and the United States would have been eliminated at the group stage. June 26, 2014, France eliminated Nigeria in the round of 16 by winning 2-0 to reach the quarterfinal. July 5, 2014, Argentina got an early goal from Gonzalo Higuain in the 8th minute against Belgium, and it would be enough to send Argentina to its first semi-final in 24 years with a 1-0 victory. July 12, 2014, Brazil ended its World Cup campaign by losing 3-0 to Netherlands in the third-place match. Goals from Robin van Persie, Daley Blind and Jorginho Wijnaldum meant the Netherlands finished unbeaten at a World Cup for the first time in Brazil, finished having allowed more goals at a World Cup than at any other tournament in its history. September 7, 2014, Brazil and Argentina played each other in a futsal match in which the hosts won 4-1. The attendance for that match was 56,483. A feat that more than doubled the previous high set 15 years earlier. August 4-13, 2016, 10 football matches for the 2016 Summer Olympic Games were held in Brasília's Estádio Nacional. Competitions included both men's and women's matches. Concerts. Legião Urbana. The Brazilian band made an official presentation at the stadium in June 1988. There were many unforeseen and confusion with the public of around 50,000 people, including homemade bombs that were thrown towards the stage, precipitating the end of the show. Hundreds of young people were hospitalized and many decided to publicly burn discs of Legião Urbana. Because of this incident, the band never performed in their hometown. Information Society, on tour in Brazil. After the success in Rock in Rio of 1991, the American group of synth-pop presented in that same year in stage. Mamonas Assassinas, the quintet from Guarulhos, held at the stage the last presentation of their career on March 2, 1996. After the show, they went to the airport and boarded the plane with prefix PTLSD, which crashed into the Serra da Cantareira at 23:16 the same day, killing all its crew, leaving Brazil in mourning for a week. Lenny Kravitz, American singer and guitarist, presented in the stadium his first tour show in Brazil. Lenny Kravitz, who was in the tour of the disc Baptism, released 2004, played at the stage to March 19, 2005. RBD. In 2006, the Mexican band during their RBD Tour Brazil 2006 took about 25,000 fans to main Garrincha Stadium. Iron Maiden, since coming to Brazil for the first time, the first Rock in Rio in January 1985, the English band of heavy metal never presented at the Federal District. In the touring world somewhere back in time, the group made the dream of fans Brazilienses come true, ringing for 25,000 people in the stadium on March 20, 2009, in its 8th tour in Brazil. Black Eyed Peas. In October 22, 2010, the American group landed in the city for a show in the parking lot of the stadium. Tour the E&D World Tour. About 12,000 people attended. The Pop Music Festival 2011. The Festival Pop, organized by Colombian singer Shakira, brought this and also the artists Train, Chimerates, P.T., Ziggy Marley and Fatboy Slim for a show in the parking lot of the stadium. March 17, 2011. However, because of an unusual temporal, which fell on the city, the show was rebooked for March 24, this time relying on the presence of Shakira, Train and Chimerates. Approximately 15,000 people attended the event. At day 24, Renato Russo, the stadium hosted in June 29, 2013 the show, Renato Russo Symphonic, in tribute to the singer and leader of the rock band Urban Legion, who died in 1996. The event was a hologram of the singer in the song for some time, and had the participation of other artists such as Lobo, Zelia Duncan, Louisa Worklessness, ZZ Came Into View Worklessness, Sandra S., and Ivy Sangalo have been confirmed, among others. Beyoncé, the American singer, made the first international show of the new National Stadium main Garrincha on September 17, 2013 for an audience of about 30,000 people. The show was part of their tour, the Mrs. Carter Show World Tour. Aerosmith, the American band, made a presentation at the stadium on the day, October 23, 2013 as part of its World Tour Global Warming Tour. About 25,000 people were present. Circuit Banco do Brasil. The Step Brasilia Festival took place in the parking lot of the stadium on the day, December 7, 2013. At the festival there were presentations from artists such as Stevie Wonder, Jason Mraz, Ivy Sangalo have been confirmed, among others. 2013 FIFA Confederations Cup, 2014 FIFA World Cup. The Mané Garrincha Stadium was demolished in 2010 to give way to a new stadium with a capacity of 72,788 fans, and in order to reach the requirements for the 2014 World Cup, which will be held in Brazil, the stadium was renamed in early 2010 to the Estádio Nacional Mané Garrincha, and the construction began in April of the same year. The reconstruction involves dismantling the lower tier and retaining the upper tier into the new rectangular bowl, and reducing the size of the playing field so that the stadium can be a football-specific stadium. The stadium will also host some games in the football tournament of the 2016 Summer Olympics to be held in Rio de Janeiro. 2016 Summer Olympics. Urban improvement. The government of the Federal District, GDF, has proposed several works of improvement for the central zone of Brasilia after the reconstruction of the stadium. The additional cost of 360 million reals, with completion scheduled for 2015. Among them, underground tunnel linking the National Stadium main Garrincha and Convention Center Ulysses Guimarães. Urban project of Burle Marx. Between the interventions planned in the central area of Brasilia, near the National Stadium main Garrincha, is the implementation of urban project of Roberto Burle Marx, which provides for an improvement in landscaping between the road pilot plan and the TV Tower of Brasilia through the construction of water mirrors, bike paths, sidewalks, gardens and benches.